You're sitting there, you have your eyes closed, you're doing your breathing, you're meditating, and nothing is happening. And you feel meditation is not for me, it will simply not work for me. If you feel like that, or if you have ever felt like that, then keep watching. This video is for you. If you're new here, I am Bawa, and I help people upspiral their lives through the secrets of sleep, meditation, and spirituality. So many of my students have experienced this, that they sit to meditate, they do all the right things, and nothing happens. There was a bizarre experiment that was done in one of those US universities. They would have a chair in a room, nothing else in the room. There is no photo, no nothing, no windows, nothing. It's just a closed room. And volunteers are told that they have got to go and sit in that chair. And there is a button on the chair, and if they press the button, they will get an electric shock. Between 10 to 20 minutes, randomly, the door will open and they will be let out. That's all they need to do. They need to simply go and sit in the chair. They know that there is a button on the chair which, when pressed, will give them an electric shock, and they have no other distraction at all. Even though people knew that when they pressed the button, they would get an electric shock and it is unpleasant, almost 100% of the people who went into that room pressed that button. They got that shock, that nasty jolt of electricity, and we can even forgive them. Okay, maybe they wanted to find out whether it was true, whether what kind of, we're innately curious people. But to press it a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time, there was one person who actually pressed that button 72 times in 10 minutes. 72. You see, we are not used to being by ourselves. We want some sort of distraction, some sort of things to do. So when you sit to meditate and there is nothing to do and nothing is happening, you feel you are doing it wrong. You only need to wait it out. Meditation happens. You cannot actually meditate. So here are the 5 stages that people go through when they begin their journey of meditation. The first, obviously, is boredom. You're sitting there, eyes closed, watching your breath. Nothing is happening. You are feeling nothing. You are getting bored. If you, oh my God, I should do something else. This is not working for me. This is so boring. They are counting the pranayam count, in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4. Mind is going, come on, there have to be more numbers than 4. You get bored. And boredom is good. You see, boredom is a function of repetition, and so is love. Have you ever heard of one lover telling the other lover only once, I love you? They say it again and again and again and again and again. The common thread between boredom and love is repetition. You get bored when you have to repeat something again and again. When you are just sitting there and they're counting the breaths or whatever, you get bored. When you push through boredom, on the other side of boredom there is freedom. So if you're getting bored, that's great. You are on the right path. Sit there, get bored. It's fine. It's part of the process of learning to meditate. The second thing that can happen is doubt. Am I doing it right? You kind of open your eyes and look at other people around you. They're all sitting there, blissful smiles on their face. I think, man, something wrong with me. I'm doing this wrong. On our courses, we talk about the 3 types of doubts. And I would invite you to our course to find out more about that. But doubt is a big reason why people give up on meditation, because they doubt themselves, they doubt the technique, they doubt whether they can actually do it. Again, know that you are doing it right. When you have learned it from a proper trained teacher, you are doing it right. Dinesh and I teach courses on meditation every month, online as well as live. And I would invite you to come to our courses, and you will see that we help you through these obstacles, so to speak, take you to the other side. So the second obstacle is doubt. The third is discomfort. You're sitting there and your back starts paining and your neck starts paining and your shoulders feel heavy and all these physical sensations will come up. These are actually stresses that are there in your body that have been there forever, which you have not felt. But in the quiet stillness of meditation, your body starts letting you know that these things are there. And all you need to do is acknowledge, let them be, and they will slowly melt away. You see, pain of any sort, discomfort of any sort is the body's cry for attention. You have not given that part of the body attention. And so when it has a chance to say, hey, look at me, it does so by causing discomfort and pain. So in the beginning, when you sit to meditate, it is very possible that you might feel a lot of discomfort in your body. And that is great, because the first step to the solution of any problem is to acknowledge that the problem exists. Feel the discomfort, acknowledge that it is there, and let it be, and it will melt away by itself. Before you know it, you will be feeling wonderful. The fourth is a biggie, self-judgment. You judge, oh, am I doing it correctly? This is your need for perfection taking over. Am I doing it correctly? You know, you are the worst person to judge whether your meditation practice is working or not. You go for a little vacation, 10 days you go somewhere, Goa or something like that, and you come back and people say, oh, you have become little tanned, or you have become little fat, or you have become little thin, or you have become this, you have become that. Do you even notice on the body those changes that other people are saying have happened? You don't. You cannot even see the changes in your own body. What you are going to see the changes in your mind. Your job is to meditate, is to sit there with your eyes closed and relax and chill. And whatever transformation has to happen will happen by itself. I said so in the beginning, I'm saying it again. Meditation is a happening. Meditation is not something you do. It's like going for a massage. When you go for a massage, what do? You just lie down. The person doing the massage makes it happen. Meditation is like that. Your spiritual master, that's his job to make you experience meditation. Let him do it. You just sit there. It will happen. Don't let your need for perfection, your ego, hijack your meditation. The fifth trap is avoiding to meditate. All those four things that we talked about just now, if they happen all together, you're sitting there, nothing is happening. You're feeling bored. You're feeling discomfort. You're feeling doubt. You were told meditation is this amazing, wonderful, lovely experience, and you're feeling all this crazy stuff going on. So then your mind makes up excuses for not meditating. And it does so by making you feel that you are busy, by making you feel, oh my God, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to get this thing done, I have to go here, I have to go there, I have to meet this person. It creates the illusion of busyness so that you don't sit to meditate, so that you don't allow these things to settle and resolve, so that you don't actually transform. When you learn meditation with a trained teacher like Dinesh and me, then we know these different stages that you go through, and we can help you and guide you through them. That is why it is so important that you need a teacher to learn meditation from. Right? You do not learn from an app. An app has no idea that you are sitting there getting bored, or you are sitting there feeling discomfort in the body. An app has no idea how to guide you in that position. And that's why you need to come and do an Art of Living course. We teach both online and in person, and it would be wonderful to see you on one of our courses. And meanwhile, if you are meditating and any of these 4 or 5 things are happening with you, know that you are on the right track. Just give it a little more time. It is possible that your next meditation session is going to be the most amazing ever. So keep meditating. You're doing a great service to yourself and unknowingly to the community and society around you. All the very best.